Hey guys, this is I don't know, a couple days since the start of the video. We pulled off the truck for a few days because it's got real cold again. It's like been in the 30s. It rained yesterday, threatened to rain today. So what we got is the other day we got a whole box full of stuff came in. I got all the seals. I got door seals for the truck. I got window seals. The vent weather stripping. I got that whole kit of weather stripping stuff here. But we got a lot of stuff. We got all different kinds of parts and everything that I ordered. It all came in. I got this from Classic Parts. I started working on, seeing as how it's cold, you can see I'm indoors. I moved into my my bunkhouse, I call it, and set up a little work table. I don't have any room in my shop to do anything anymore. It's just packed with stuff. I got parts stacked up to my, head, and radiators and doors for the truck are in there. Everything's in there. I don't have any room in there. So, and it's cold. I had to put heat on in there. So I came in here, lit a fire. It's nice and comfortable. Got started working on the windows, and I got to tell you, I got to tell you something. Everybody's got, well, almost everybody, they got a guy that they know. It's like when you're talking to people about car stuff and everything, they go, I know a guy that, he did that, and I know a guy that did that, and, I got a guy that knows how to do that. Well, if you haven't done window seals, door seals, things like that on a vehicle before, and you got one of those guys, I suggest that you whip your phone out right now and speed dial the guy and get the guy to come over and put the seals in for you. This is not fun. This is the first time I've actually did a whole thing with seals and weather stripping and all that kind of stuff. And I got to tell you, it took me 6 hours today to do. I got the vent window done. I got the new rubber weather stripping on the vent window done. There's this part here, and then up against here where it closes. Let me get it open. Okay, in here, there's a strip in here too that goes in. So what you got to do, though, is you got to take this apart. You got to get this window out and everything. So I didn't know how to do it. So I watched a YouTube video on how to get this out. And one video I saw, the guy started out, he goes, the easiest way to do this, he goes, is just break the window and take it out. He goes, that's what I did because I bought new windows. So I just bashed the window out and broke it. I said, well, that's nice, I guess, if you can afford to buy new windows. You can buy these. You can buy this whole assembly, all put together and everything, all nice and new, except they're $250, something like that, for it. So, that's kind of pricey too. But, if you got the money, hey, go for it. I'll tell you what, if you got the money, go for it, because it's a lot easier than trying to do it. Well, anyways, we got that done. Found out a couple other things. One of the videos I watched said that you had to get this window out, you had to grind this tang off here, get these rivets off, and get this out so you can pop this window out. Of course, you got to take the spring and everything off. But I found that was unnecessary. There's absolutely no reason to have to grind off these rivets and take this piece off. It's got nothing to do with the stud that's sticking up there. What you do is you take this spring off. This is a new spring because, of course, when I took the old springs off, when I took them out of the door, I lost them both. I don't know. But anyways, what you need to do is take this off, get this window vent open, get this thing down on the floor, or you can put your foot on that little tang down there, and then if you just pull up on this frame, you can pull this frame up enough for that stud will pop out of the window, and then you just slide the window out. Worked real easy. I don't know why you would have to do that. That didn't make sense. I didn't do it and it worked fine. So anyways, we got the seal in. These are the new, what you get with the new seals. Pretty cool little doohickeys. And then this thing here is the flat rubber part in here. Now, on the original ones, these are riveted in. I don't know if you can see the little holes, but there's 4 rivets that hold this in place. So those you kind of have to punch the rivet out, but this is a 57, there wasn't much punching out to do. I took a screwdriver, popped them, and they all came on. What I did find out, though, was when I went to when I put it in, you put this rubber part in first, and then down here, on this part, is you fit that new flat seal in, and then you're supposed to put the rivets in. When you buy this kit, they send you the rivets. Take that little package of rivets when you get it and toss it somewhere. Go throw it out on your workbench and put it in one of them little drawers you got with stuff that you're never going to use again, because they're not going back in. By the time you get all the wear that's been on here for 50, 60 years, those holes and the little rivets they send you, they just go right through. They don't hold nothing. So what you got to go do is get some little teeny machine screws with a nut. Get the smallest ones. You put those in here, and if you put the head of the screw up in the inside here where the window is, it'll be pretty close to what the rivet is. And then you put the nut up inside of here, and if you screw that down really tight, it'll suck that nut up in there, and it won't come loose, but it won't interfere when you put these channels in. These slide up in there, and then go around the door. But there's enough here, so when you do that, there won't be a bump in here, so your window's not gonna hit when it rolls up. Oh, and if you notice this, you'll see how these things are. When they ship these to you, they're kind of sort of pre-bent. Problem is, they bend them backwards. So when you get them, you're gonna have to work all the kinks out of it and get it back to straight, because when you go to put it back in your door channel, it's got to bend the opposite direction. So see, if you work on it for a while, you can get it straight, but it's got to go this way, not this way. So there's a reason for that. When I got this box of parts, there was a whole bunch of stuff in the bottom of the box that was just in there loose. I mean, just laying in the bottom of the box. None of it was marked, wasn't in packages, didn't have any labels on it. I don't know, I had no idea what the stuff was for. I had to let the dog out. She doesn't like to be on camera, I guess. But, so I called them. This is from Classic Parts. So I called them up. And the guy I talked to on the phone, was actually real helpful. He walked me through everything, and I told him what parts I had that I didn't know what the heck they were for, and he explained them all to me, all except for this. This is a little, it's a little package of, it's like a little felt thing. It's just a felt thing, and it has sticky tape on it that is broken into 3 different parts on the sticky tape. I thought maybe it went around in the window frame like this, you know, because there's a thing there, but it's not long enough. It doesn't do that. So I don't know what it is. Well, he didn't know what it was either, and he couldn't figure out what it was. It just came in the box like that. There's no label on it, no nothing. So nobody knows what this is. So I don't know what that is. This here is a little roll of some kind of stuff, some kind of a fiber material. There's several of these laying in the that were in the box. So I asked him what these were for. Well, he explained to me that this one, it's got some kind of a sticky thing on the back. This one is the one you use to put around the window. Okay, it goes when you take the window apart to replace this seal here. It's the drip seal, so the water doesn't run down in your door. You take this metal trimmer on the glass off, and there's a rubber factory thing in here. Goes around here to kind of keep that so the window's tight in there. Well, that's what this is supposed to be for. So I asked him how you were supposed to put the thing in there, and he says, well, what you got to do is you take this, he says, and you soak it in oil overnight. I'm like, okay. And then you take it and you tuck it in here. And, of course, where you get to this 90-degree turn, you have to cut it. And then when you get it around to try to go around this corner here, you have to, you know, fudge it in here and down here and cut it. And you're supposed to tuck that all up in there and then slide your glass in there and get the glass all fit in there real nice. And then he says in about 24 hours that this stuff here will swell all up from the oil, and it'll tighten up on the window and seal that up. Well, I did that. And after about 3 hours of screwing around with that and having oil everywhere, and then when I tried to put the stuff in, realized that it ain't happening, folks. It ain't happening. This is not working in this channel. So if you order this kit and you get this, throw this up on your bench too. It ain't happening. So I kept looking at it, trying to figure out what was going on, how to do that, what I was supposed to do. And I came up with a really good solution on how to get that window in there so it's nice and tight. Old-fashioned electrical tape. Works perfect. I ran 2 beads of electrical tape around the window. It fits, you go a couple on one side and a couple on the other side, and I put one down the center and folded it over. Slid the window in there. Fit perfect. It's nice and tight. It's not rattling around. It's easy, it's clean. I don't know what this thing is, but it's garbage. But I got the window in. It's really nice. Another thing is when you take these apart, these 2 screws here that hold this in, and there's 1 screw over here. Well, these things they have like a plain slotted screw on one end, and I guess it's on both. But you're supposed to take those apart. Well, they don't come apart. you have to drill them out. You have to drill the head off of one or the other. When you drill it out and get it out, invertedly what you've done is you've opened that hole up a little bit. So they send you new ones with the kit. Problem is, I got these two to fit to go back in. This one over here, it's not going to fit. But the solution I found for that is just get one of those little tiny machine washers, those little serrated ones that are real thin. Put that on the head of the screw when you put it in, and then when you tighten it up, that little washer will kind of bind in there and it'll hold it, and that works. So that's what I did with this one. So what I'm going to do here the rest of the day is I'm going to go ahead and take this vent window apart and go ahead and put the rubber back in this one. That seemed to be easier than they said it was going to be. So it happened. It actually worked pretty good. There is a thing though on this thing. When you're putting this in, there's a little channel right here, right inside there, and that has to fit in there. It fits in this groove all the way around. Well, that's really, really hard to get that to go in. You have to take a screwdriver, and once you get it started, you have to sit there and just poke it in a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. It takes a long time. It'll take you an hour to put this in. And don't get cocky and get carried away when you're putting it in thinking, hey, I'm doing pretty good here. This is working okay. Because you poke one screw up and you push the wrong way, the whole thing pops out. So then you got to start over. So go slow. Just take your time. Sit down, put the thing in your lap, and just poke it in there. Little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. And eventually it'll pop in. And then you're good. And then this thing, like I said, use machine screws. Don't even bother with the rivets. They're not going to work. So, and put those in with that. And you got a good window. Like I said, all I did to get the vent out was I just pulled up on this and it came out. It just popped out of that thing. I took it out and it works good. So, so that's what we're going to do. I don't think, yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff there. As I assemble the doors, what I'll do is I get all this glass seals done, and then I'm going to go ahead and put all this stuff back into the doors, and then get the doors all put back together with the glass in it so everything works and everything, and then I can go ahead and mount them back on the truck. One of them's painted already, the other one isn't. I just got primer on it, so I gotta wait for the weather to warm up, then I'll paint that one and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this. I will get back to you when I get this one done, and I'll kind of let you know what kind of nightmares I had on that. And hopefully it'll go real easy, seeing as how I know what I'm doing on it now. So we'll do that. I'll get back to you when this one is done, and I don't think I'm going to do... I got the other window. I'll see how I feel, how irritated I get doing this one, and then if I feel like it today, I'll go ahead and do the thing. We got 3 or 4 days of crappy weather, so I got time to work inside and stuff. So I'll get back with you in a little bit. Hey guys, well, I got the other vent done. It went really easy. That one, excuse me. A lot of dust in here. This one went really simple. Maybe 30 minutes total from stripping it down to putting it back together. So I got all this crap off of here, cleaned up. What I did find out that when you're working with these things, this metal frame right here is kind of weak and flimsy. And what's going to happen is it's going to get distorted a little, but that actually makes it easier to work with. And then you just take your little hammer and like that. Everything's all lined up real nice. Works good. Perfect. I'm going to take these handles off and polish them up before I put them in the truck though. But I don't have the little nut for this, so I can't put the spring and stuff on it today, but it's done. Oh, I got to put those machine screws in that flat piece, but we'll do that. I got to go and buy some of them. So, but there it is. Got the second vent done. Pretty happy. I almost didn't even have to kill myself on that one. We got the one window done, the two vents done. I don't think I'm going to mess with the other glass main window tonight. It's kind of been a long day working on this stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and hang it up for the night. And like I said, tomorrow's cold too, so tomorrow I'm going to get that window fixed. Then I'm going to bring the door in here, the one that's painted, get that laid out, and start assembling all this stuff and get it so the windows roll up, all that kind of stuff, you know, everything's back in place. And I can button that door up, have it all done, and then go ahead and get when it warms up a bit, get the other door painted, and then we can get the doors back on the truck. So that'll be good. So anyways, we'll continue this video on for a while yet before we go ahead and, you know, are done with it. So tomorrow we'll work on the window and possibly the door. So I'll see you then. Hey everybody, it's the next day. We're continued on with the window seals. I got them all done. I just put the new the rubber drip seal into this second window here just a little bit ago. I put those rivets, or not the rivets, but the machine screws I was telling you I was going to put in. I ran to the hardware store this morning, got those, put those in. You know, they work real good. I think I got that spring a little too tight, but they work just as good as the rivets. I got that in. This glass is all ready. And this one's all ready. This one popped together in, I don't know, about 10 minutes. It was, I guess once you do one and you get all your frustrations out on it and scream and yell, and then the next one, you know, just seems to fall together. So it was okay. I got those done. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this video right here. I'm going to clear this off. Going to get the door, bring the door in, start working on the door, but I'll do that in a separate video of putting the door back together. As for the window stuff, this video's over. That's it for now. So I hope you like it. I hope you learned a few things. I hope, you know, guys that have done this before probably were thinking, boy, he's doing that wrong. But I've got it all figured out and it looks good. So I'm happy. So anyways, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I would appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me any comments. And, oh, I forgot. I was looking through the catalog yesterday after I got done. You can buy this assembly right here. The whole thing. That's what you're looking at. Brand spanking new for 95 bucks. And you can even get tinted glass if you want. I think if I'd have known all that to begin with, I might have chose that option and just bought new ones. Same thing with these wing windows. You can get the wing for pretty cheap. It's like 69 bucks for the wing and the stuff. If you get the whole frame, it's 250 or so. But anyways, you can just buy them if you want to do it that way. So let's end the video now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on when we get the door video done. And so yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.